Good morning. So I am gonna, hang on, I'm gonna click out of these. Come on, legs. I'm just getting off the Peloton. I thought I would sit here and do my live with you this morning, but my butt's actually really sore. So I'm just gonna, maybe I'll sit here on the toilet in my bathroom. Good morning. I am not usually on this early in the morning. My Peloton has me fired up and inspired this morning. And so anytime I feel that way, I am here for you, because it is so important that when we have these moments of, and it truly is just freedom. It is moments of freedom within our spirit, where our heart and our mind and our body is all connected and aligned. And we are just committed to speaking out and sharing this energy, because ultimately this feeling that I have right now, which is really just a result of exercising and endorphins, which is why exercise is so important, is contagious, and it is meant to be given away. And I know a lot of people exercise for themselves, exercise to make themselves feel good, but it is equally as important that when you feel this way, you speak. And so I want to be honest with you guys about Vision to Business. And this group is growing. You'll see this group is growing because we are welcoming new smart women into the community. If you're new here, welcome here. You will grow here. You will grow here. I don't even know if you know what you've really stumbled upon, because I'm running Facebook ads right now. And something about my Facebook ad probably encouraged you to sign up for Vision to Business. And if you've been a part of my community for a long time, you've probably already been to a Vision to Business, and you're coming again because it's an amazing event. Not because I make it amazing, but because God makes it amazing. But what's really important that you know about Vision to Business is that it will change your life. And so I'm seeing some of the responses coming into the community as to what makes you a smart woman. I asked this question, what makes you a smart woman? Because I do this whole breakdown of what I believe a smart woman is. And I created this entire brand inside of my company because the one thing that held me back 9 times out of 10 was the fact that I never felt smart enough. I never felt smart enough to be in business. I didn't know if, there was at one point, and maybe you've heard this story, so I'm repeating it because it's just a great story. But there was at one point in my life where I actually didn't know if I graduated high school or not. And I was hiding from that. And I started to share that. And my mom was like, of course you graduated. I have your diploma. Stop telling people that. So I did actually graduate high school, but I think it was like a pity pass, to be honest. I switched high schools halfway through, not even halfway through. Like, I was living in a small town called Prince George, well, a small city, I guess you could call it. And I was in a really bad crowd that it was actually a gang, and I wasn't in a gang, but I kind of was actually. It was wild. Like, looking back on it, I'm like, Lord, thank you for saving me. Like, the places I've been and the things that I saw at such a little age. Anyway, I was in danger, literally. Like, I was literally in danger in this city. It's wild. So the reason why I moved high schools from Prince George to this little town in Alberta called Grand Prairie. It's another little tiny small city, about 35,000 people. It was because my mom lived there, and I had to get away. Like, I literally had to run away from the people in Prince George. They were after me. I was being asked to testify in court of this guy that almost got killed. You guys, it was crazy. And I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old. So anyway, the reason why I'm telling you is I had a really hard time in high school. I was very distracted. My parents were probably on their each of them was on their second marriage at that time, and going through divorce of their second marriages. And I was really stressed out, and I was very distracted. And so then moving in my 12th year, I moved to this city where I actually within the first 90 days of living in this city, 5 girls, gang beat me up. What do they call that? What do they call that when 5 people jump you? I got jumped. And, it was really hard. Like, it actually makes me want to cry thinking about it, because it was just those are just hard times, right? And they traumatize us. And so the reason why I'm telling you this is I couldn't focus in school. And so as a result of not being able to focus in school with all of this distraction and craziness going on in my life, I never felt smart because I never even really went to class. I was constantly skipping class. And the truth is that I'm brilliant. I am very smart, but I never felt smart. And I share this with you because maybe you feel something like that. Maybe you don't feel smart enough, or maybe you don't feel pretty enough, or maybe you don't feel strong enough, or maybe you've tried a lot of things and you've quit, right? I don't even want to say failed, because a lot of times you haven't even given it enough time to be able to fail. Maybe you hit one road bump and you quit. You allow yourself to quit, and that really chips away at your confidence, doesn't it? And so the reason why I'm here so early this morning, for you probably, for all my PSTers, for East Coast, it's not too bad. The reason why I'm here this morning is to really remind you that there is going to be something in your life that you don't feel enough at. And my request of you is to lean into that. And my promise to you with Vision to Business coming up is that we will be highlighting that thing that you don't feel enough for, or enough as, or enough to. And we will be bringing that to the surface. Literally, we're bringing it up to the surface to look at you, and you're going to be face on with this grungy, nerdy little gremlin of yourself. And we're going to embrace it, and we're going to love it, and we're going to crush it. And you're going to lean into the things that you're resisting, because Vision to Business is a transformational event. And I almost am like, oh, I shouldn't say that, because transformation, the word, it just is what it is. And I know this because I've hosted it. This will be my 8th time hosting the event. And you're just not the same. You're just not the same after Vision to Business. And so I think it's only fair that I share that with you, because a lot of times we come to, for those of you who are attending virtual, I'm going to have about 45 people on my yacht on Thursday evening, and I am just like freaking out excited about it. But for those of you who are attending virtual, I really hope you get to attend something live with me later on this year, become a client later. But if you're attending virtually, like it is not a normal virtual event. This is not where you just come and learn strategy and tactic. Like my intention, so that you know, and I think it's really important that you know what my intention is, because I'm going to be in your brain. I will be in your brain, and it's really important that you know who you're choosing to be in your brain. I'm going to be in your brain for 2 days, okay? So it's important that you know this, but you're going to be different. You will be different. This is not a boring event. This is a very intentional, I want to say intense. It's fun, but it is going to pull stuff up out of you that you probably haven't looked at in a while. Unless you're really heavily on the road with personal development and transformation already, you probably haven't looked at or spoke about a lot of the things that we're going to talk about. So while, yes, we are going to be turning your vision into a business, it is something that is in my expertise to know that it is not about what you do. It's really not. It's not about what I show you how to do. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I am going to show you how to do it. So don't worry, because I know you're like, just tell me what to do. I will tell you how to do it, how to start your coaching business, how to scale your coaching business. What I'm really looking for are coaches who are already, have their programs, have an idea of what kind of coach they are. Maybe they're making, $1,000 or $3,000 or maybe even $5,000 a month, and you want to scale. You want to really get to that 10K a month. You're like, I just want to make 10K a month. I get it. I remember being there. And it's one of the biggest breakthroughs that I had in my business was my first 10K months. And so that's not lost on me, and we will get you there, and I will show you how. But the biggest thing that not a lot of coaches are teaching, this, they're teaching tactic, they're teaching do. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. This is how you get there. I'm going to teach you how to be it. I'm going to teach you how to be in it. I'm going to teach you how to be your way to getting your result. And we're going to focus on that heavily on the first day. And it's, just so you know, just to kind of preface that, I'm not an esoteric person. I'm a Christian person. My faith is very rooted in scripture. So I won't be using, we are going to do one meditation, but it is given by a Christian woman. And I'm only sharing, it doesn't matter to me if you're Christian or not. Don't hear that. I'm just telling you my come from. So I don't want you to get there and be like, oh, this is not my jam. You know what I mean? By no means will it be church, but, I'm very authentic, and I'm not like, I'm not your average church girl. But it is important that you know my come from, and I will definitely be inviting the Holy Spirit to be with us during the event. And I'm very excited about that because he rocks, and I'm so excited to fill this pool area. Oh, I was thinking, what do you mean, Dookie? I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the dogs here or not. We will be having a pool party at my pool. It's going to be amazing. I hope I'm not telling you guys too much. I kind of want this to be a surprise. I'm waiting for my wall unit to arrive so that this looks beautiful for you guys. This is kind of like a before and after. They said they could have it done for me. So that will look different. My kids will not have destroyed the living room. Real life, right? For real. And maybe, just maybe, my dining room table will be here. But probably not. COVID, right? COVID. Anyhow, good morning. Welcome to your Monday. It is Vision to Business Week. This is a week, if you're just coming in here and there's something on you where you're like, man, I got to do something different. I got to be something different. If you're saying that something has to change in my life, Vision to Business is a great starting point for that. Okay? I love you. I truly do. You're like, you don't know me. It's okay. It's one thing you're going to realize about me is that this gives you a taste of like where I'm going to go with scripture at the event. Jesus, when he was here, he gave one commandment. He didn't switch anything up as far as like the 10 commandments went, but he didn't run around making rules. You know what I mean? He answered 3 questions, and the answer was always love one another. Just love one another. It was his only command. It was his only ask. And so my request of you this morning is that you take a minute and to scroll through the Smart Women group, because it's so easy to be on the get, right? You're coming to Vision to Business, and whether you realize this or not, you probably clicked, you came in on a free ticket, you bought your VIP ticket, I hope, $47. It would be crazy not to come as a VIP, by the way. We just do that to get you to have energy on it. We'll talk about that. I'm going to be doing 3 hours of money mindset training and sales training on the Sunday. Like, if you just bought the VIP ticket to come to that training, it would change your life. But anyhow, you may be coming to Vision to Business because you want to get something. And I get that. I get it. It's like, I want to build a business. I want to turn my vision into business. I want to start monetizing. I want to start scaling. I really want to make a difference in the world. Me. Me. Okay. And this is like where transformation begins. This is where that interpretation of life, this interpretation of what my calling is, this interpretation of where do I get to go, and where do I get to go, and do I have a purpose, and do I have a calling, and all of these things, these questions that go around in our mind. And what if today you took a moment and you just paused and you were like, look at these guys, you guys, look at these guys, look at them. Are they not the cutest? If you paused and you said, what if I wasn't going to Vision to Business for me? And you're like, what do you mean? Why would I go for any other reason? It's my time, it's my money, it's my business, it's my vision. I know. I get it. And this is where it gets fun. Because what if life wasn't about you? You're like, okay, tell me more. What if you were coming to Vision to Business to be permission for someone else? What if you were like, called up your girlfriend and you're like, hey, remember that thing you've been talking about? There's this event coming up and you're going to it because I believe in your vision and I'm going to go with you to be your support. Yeah? What about that? Think about it. It's a totally new interpretation. Okay, I love you. Create something extraordinary today. Bye.